What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. Let's check out a wide-angle lens for your Osmo Pocket. Oh, this little lens here, and it's by ULANZI. I like ULANZI stuff. It's just good value. Is a lens that goes on the Osmo Pocket. And one of the things that I didn't even realize that the Osmo Pocket did, especially, when I first started using it, it actually zooms in pretty tight on subjects. And that's not a bad thing, but what I realized is that you just don't get a lot in the picture with the standard lens. And it's particularly noticeable now that I can do like the fisheye or wide angle, and there are now competitors to the Osmo, and they get a little wider field of view. And that's actually really helpful because then I can crop down. But if you don't get a lot in the shot, then you're kind of missing some stuff. Now, I actually think that some of that is intentional because it probably helps with the motion stabilization. You can kind of do some optical stabilization as well. So this little lens will widen up that field of view here. So you can see wide angle lens. It's very small. What we do is we have some magnets on the back here so that this should just kind of snap on, and you can see the lens. Oh, right there. And there's nothing particularly interesting about the way it looks, but let's just try it. So here's the Osmo Pocket that we all know and love, and you can see where you would attach this, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw it on there, see if it self-centers. There we go. So once you get it into place, it does kind of hold itself in place. It wiggles a little bit. I would think that the way this stabilizes itself, it wouldn't allow big impact, so it should kind of hold it in place well enough. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to do anything and just take it right off. So let's see how it works now. This is the Osmo Pocket without the lens, just walking down my driveway. Man, I love the Steadicam feature of this, but as you can see here, this is what it would pick up with its normal lens, which is pretty decent. Now let's try it with the wide angle lens. All right, just went ahead and snapped the lens on. It's pretty simple with those magnets, and now we should be getting a little bit of a wider picture here, a little bit more action in the frame, which is kind of nice, and hopefully that same stabilization. And it seems to self-center, so hopefully we're not getting any distortion with the lens. All right, just went ahead and snapped the lens on. It's pretty simple with those magnets, and now we should be getting a little bit of a wider picture here, a little bit more action in the frame, which is kind of nice, and hopefully that same stabilization. All right, and here I'm recording a full arm's length. I have my arm extended, my elbow even locked, and the camera just pointing at me. And what I've noticed here is that it gives me a tighter shot than even my camera phone does on the front-facing camera. So let's try it with the lens on. All right, same shot, arm extended, locked, with the wide angle lens on. And what I really like about this is hopefully it's capturing more around me. And so especially when you're doing a selfie shot, you want to catch some action around the periphery, you're going to get more of that with this lens on there. All right, same shot, arm extended, locked, with the wide angle lens on. And what I really like about this is hopefully it's capturing more around me. And so especially when you're doing a selfie shot, you want to catch some action around the periphery, you're going to get more of that with this lens on there. If you want to pick up this ULANZI wide angle lens for your Pocket Osmo, I highly recommend it. They're super cheap and super easy to install. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.